to our academy. I'm Miss Tanner, one of the instructors.
Nice to meet you.
So, you moved in here.
I really didn't want to.
I bet we'll do nicely together. I think you're sweet.
Even if I have the name of a snake?
They tell me you have to give me $50 a week.
Yeah.
In advance. How'd you like it at Olga's?
It's nice.
Well, what is it?
I just wanted to talk to you about some of the things that have been happening here lately.
It's useless to try and explain it to you. You wouldn't understand. It all seems so absurd, so fantastic. All I can do is get away from you as soon as possible.
How come I never noticed that before? Susie, if they don't leave, where do they go?
Sarah. I once read that names which begin with the letter S are the names of snakes.
And what is up, Gore Hounds? Welcome to the Gore More Podcast. I am the not so mean fluff master supreme Big Johnny D, bring it in as always. But I do not bring this shit show in alone. No. For with me as always are my horrendous homies of horror. Starting today with the Dark Lord himself. You know him as the Chad Daddy, Mr. Chad Chrisman.
What's up, bitches?
And from the deep, deep south, the host with the ghost, El Scuba Cabra, Mr. Steve Vasquez.
What's up, baby?
And to protect and serve against shitty remakes and maybe even some shittier older movies, Mr. Officer Bobby Amone.
I couldn't save us this time.
All right. Today is January 31st, 2022. And we have a very fun episode for you today. But first, as always, we are going to get into the reality of what the fuck we did the last week. So, Bob, if you want to start us off, Bobby, I'm sorry.
Well, now, wait a minute.
Hold
on. Wait a minute.
Wait, I'm sorry. Wait, yeah.
Whoa. Where is my intro? Where was my intro?
Scuba Steve, if you could please.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for your
Yes, thank you.
Now
we can
Amone.
begin.
Now I can talk about my huge meat mountain.
Oh,
Don't talk about it. Show it.
Subscribe. No, you got to subscribe.
We don't want to get banned.
You got to subscribe to the Patreon. All right. Anyway, I had a good weekend. I had snow here, so really didn't do too much. Saturday was sit around with my girlfriend and watch horror movies all day. So that's what we did. We only made it to Nightmare 3, and then we fell asleep. So there you go. And then Sunday was actually going to scout locations for a future shoot in the spring and the summer. And the shoot the spot literally is perfect for it. Got the okay from the owners. He's like, you can do whatever the fuck you guys need to do. I don't care. Just don't die. I'm like, Sure, but we're cool with that. So that was it, and I'm just chilling out. Really, it was a quiet weekend because we had the snow, so not much else happened other than those two things. Lord Scuba, you want to give me your rundown, baby?
Well, like I say every week, all I did this weekend was work. I worked the bar Friday night, had a smashing good time, woke up Saturday, hangover free, and I felt great. Then I had a Korean barbecue for the first time ever, and it was okay. It was cool. It was a cool experience. Not something that I would normally do because it was really expensive, but it was cool nonetheless. What else did I do? Oh, that's right. I had another smashingly good time on Saturday, except I was drugged.
Oh,
Yeah, I wasn't gonna put it in the chat. I wanted to save it for the show. So Saturday, I'm having a good time. I'm taking some shots, and I didn't have a lot, and yeah, I blacked out. Like, I was done for. I had to get a ride home, and came home, and I woke up the next day. And here's how I know that it was not alcohol related. I didn't wake up with a hangover. I didn't wake up feeling anything but groggy. Like, I felt tired. Like, my body didn't hurt. I didn't throw up.
no headache or nothing.
None of that. Nothing. And so I was like, somebody was trying to get my booty fruit. What the hell?
Did you remember when you sat your drink down at all?
Well, people bring me drinks because I am the DJ. So I don't. It could have been any one person.
Could have been anybody.
So yeah, it was interesting. Luckily, I came home with my booty fruit intact, and woke up the next day. And like I said, I was like, wow, this is fucking weird. And then watched this movie, and now I'm here, and I feel great. Chad Daddy, what you got for us?
I got nothing. It was a long, boring ass week at work. I went Wednesday to get my car inspected. Ooh. So I'm standing there, and they inspect it, and the guy comes out. He's like, everything passed except the windshield.
Oh, fuck you.
Like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. So we called around, and the local guy would have cost $400 to fix it. And I got a hold of SafeLight, and they did it for about $317. Now, the only problem is insurance doesn't cover it until I pay the deductible. The deductible is $500. So what's the point of even paying it, turning it into insurance? So yeah, I'm out 300 bones paying for that. They just got done putting it in an hour ago. So that was fun. They were supposed to go this morning, but it was too cold. The adhesive wouldn't set. So the guy's like, can I just come this afternoon? I'm like, fuck it, why not? So I got to drive it without inspection sticker tomorrow and hopefully take it. And all they got to do is stop at the shop after work. It's only a couple miles from work. They'll slap the sticker on. Good to go.
There you go.
Yes. So aside from that, the in-laws came over, hung out Saturday, sat there and watched Captain America Civil War and Infinity War. Those are a couple classics. Yeah, I mean,
fucking love Infinity War.
It's the best. Well, not the best Marvel movie anymore.
No.
I think I gotta go No Way Home now.
That's fine.
Fair enough.
That was just amazing. But it's definitely better than Endgame. Other than that, not much. Just played some GTA, hung out here, and like you guys, I watched this movie.
You said you played GTA?
Yeah.
Did you try to get recruited from the Mexican cartel by chance?
I don't know why.
Please tell me you've seen this dude in the news.
Mm-mm.
My God.
Oh my God, you're right.
Bro.
Yes, I have seen that. Oh God.
The Mexican cartel is supposedly, and I say this with air quotes just because I don't know for fact or anything. I'm just saying what I've read in articles, that the Mexican cartel is using GTA fucking 5 to recruit runners, people, anything, whatever. More people for the cartel, essentially. So shout out also to our people in the chat. Joe, Janie, and Amy. What is up?
It's already going strong there too.
They were going harder before we were.
But Jane has to be good because she's one strike away from fucking.
She is, man. She
showed
showed me how many restrictions she had just from last week, and I was like, "Girl,
damn,
what the fuck? We're gonna get us flagged, man."
hey, watch your language up there,
It's
Janie.
cool, Janie. We love you. We love you. We don't want you.
We love you, but we just find it hilarious.
Oh my
Very.
god, dude. Anyways,
Hello, hi Joe and Amy.
But yeah,
Hello.
Big Johnny D, how about you, buddy?
well, I had a pretty relaxing weekend because it was cold as shit, so we didn't really go anywhere. We did go to my nephew's birthday party yesterday, which was at the bowling alley, so that's always a good time. I didn't get to bowl, unfortunately, but watching the kids bowl, it's always good shit. I did finally beat the Halo Infinite campaign this weekend, which was fucking awesome. I didn't 100% it, so still finished that shit up. But yeah, it was fucking good, man. And I haven't beaten a game in a while, so I definitely had that next on the list, which is instantly Zelda and shit like that. Oh,
Brody!
Brody?
Yeah, Mr. Brody Kane joining us from YouTube.
Yeah. What is going on here? Are you fucking around with shit,
That
Steve?
was me. Yeah, I was fucking around with shit.
Bro, I was like, what the fuck is going on? I'm looking in. I'm like, maybe TJ is going to pop in. Maybe he's ghosting us right now, and I just don't know what the fuck's going on. Steve's fucking with somebody who is way too easy to fuck with right now.
Yeah.
Anyways, other than that, yeah, man. Went out, grabbed some popcorn from the local theater, and then came back, sat my ass down, and watched this colorful movie. So, other than that, I would say let's talk about what we're here to talk about today. Scuba, what is that, by the way?
All right, so we are talking Suspiria, released February 1st, 1977 in Italy and August 12th, 1977 in America. A young American ballet student named Susie Banyan arrives in Germany to attend a prestigious dance academy. On the night of her arrival, in the middle of a terrible thunderstorm, she sees a young woman fleeing the school, whispering words that seem to make no sense. She's unable to enter the premises that night. And when she returns the next morning, she finds out that the woman was brutally murdered. I almost said it too. Thus begins a series of events that unfolds before us as we see that not all is as it seems at the dance academy. Forced to remain at the school after a sudden fainting spell, Susie will gradually begin to suspect that the unremitting attacks on the institute's unsuspecting members and the seemingly endless string of ominous incidents concur with the
Suspectingly.
God, just shut up.
I feel like you just had to say suspect for way too many times. I don't know why.
That whole last sentence is just a whole bunch of fucking scuba.
That last sentence I did not write. I wrote the rest of it. I did not write that last sentence.
Disquieting and insidious rumors of witchcraft. Directed by Dario Argento, who did The Bird with the Crystal Plumage and Phenomena. Written by Dario Argento, The Cat of Nine Tails, Deep Red, Daria Nicoldi, Paganini.
That was his girlfriend, right?
Paganini?
Or his wife, I believe.
His girlfriend.
Paganini Horror, The Black Cat, produced by Claudio Argento, Deep Red, Two Evil Eyes.
Ooh.
I'll take it over from here.
Get it, Bobo.
Starring Jessica Harper, Phantom of Paradise, and the Evictors as Susie Bannon. Stefania Cassini, Blood for Dracula, as Sarah. Flavivo.
Oh my God, Bobby, you're
Flavio.
Italian. You should know these.
Dude, I don't speak the language. Shut up. Flavio.
That is a lie. Yes, he does. Shh. Keep going.
Oh, I didn't know you were Italian. I'm not. The word is.
Exactly. Flavio Bucci, The Magic Mountain, as Daniel. Miguel Bossi. Am I saying that right? Yeah, whatever. Don't really care. The Red Car. Perfect. There you go. The Red Carnation, Star Knight, as Mark. Alida Valli, Lisa and the Devil, The Killer Nun, as Miss Tanner. Joan Bennett, Dark Shadows, The House Possessed, as Madame Blanc. Udo Kier, Flesh for Frankenstein, Blood for Dracula, Blade, as Dr. Frank Mendel. And Barbara Magnalfa, whatever fucking
Magnolfi.
names are.
Oh, this
Perfect.
is great.
Thank you. Sister of Ursula, Violent Shit, as Olga Eva Axon. This is I didn't realize I went into the next one. Sorry. Eva Axon.
Yeah.
This is the Night. Orifice 9. I thought there were only 3.
Orpheus.
Orpheus.
Orpheus, not Orifice.
What's on Bobby's mind tonight?
Listen. No, my pronunciation just sucks no matter what. It doesn't matter.
No, I like it better,
That's
honestly.
fantastic. That's the highlight of the whole show right there.
Yep.
Orifice 9.
Orifice 9.
That's it, guys.
That's it.
Show's
Good night.
over.
That's it.
Good
Show's
night,
over.
everybody.
Bye.
Good night. Got to be like George. Quick exit.
Gotta be like George. Leave on a high note. Okay, music by Goblin, Dawn of the Dead, Phenomena. Cinematography by Luciano Tavoli, Beyond the Door. He actually did Single White Female. Edited by Franco Fraticelli, who did Demons, Demons 2, and Phenomena. All much better films than this. Effects makeup by Pier Antonio Micacci, Contamination of Phenomena. Distributed by International Classics, runtime of 99 midgets. MPAA rating of R. Budget did okay. The budget was about 1.8 billion Italian lire, which is about 1 million US, and it grossed about 1.8 million in US.
All righty.
So,
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
So,
let it loose.
oh man,
Release the Kraken.
All right. So, general discussion, and I'm just gonna rip the Band-Aid right now, and I apologize to anybody. Let me just dig my grave. Don't give a shit. I did not like this movie.
And
Fair enough.
I agree with you. I too did not like this movie. Now, it wasn't my first time watching it.
Same. Yeah.
But the first time I did watch it was about 20 years ago. And like I said, earlier before we went live, I had seen this documentary or something about, horror films. And this was one of the ones that they talked about briefly. And I was like, oh shit, that looks really cool. I found it at a pawn shop, watched it, and I was like, wow, it's decent. It wasn't as great as they were making it seem.
Right.
Watching it yesterday, I just found it very hard for me to stay focused on what I was watching. It felt very slow paced for me.
Same.
And maybe it's because of my ADD, and I just
maybe we all have ADD.
Maybe
I think we do. I think we do.
Because I don't want anybody to hate us because I know this is such a beloved film for everybody, but I don't get it. I don't. I mean, maybe I'm just like a blue collar horror movie guy.
I said the same thing, homie. Like and I will say this was my first time watching it. Bobby, you said you've seen this before too, right? Or no?
I've seen it's been a long time.
So I was the only one.
Yeah.
Joe. So I was the first one in. I really wanted to watch this because, like Scoop said, this movie amongst the horror community at large is hugely praised, like immensely. And I can understand why. I'm still saying for me though, it just the whole thing just didn't work for me. There's a lot of things I could take away from it.
What did work is like the colors, like,
absolutely, dude.
Like the backgrounds, all the
backgrounds were beautiful.
Yes, it was shot beautifully. Story wise,
yeah, the plot just seemed a little flat. Like
I said, I told you guys, dude, I fucking fell asleep twice watching this. This was This is at least the second time I've seen it. I don't know why I held it in such high regard. I was sitting there watching it last night. I'm like, this is kind of dumb. This is dull.
Okay, I will say, as for horror movies, there is not a lot of, and I will say straight up, I'm not a giallo guy by any fucking means. I've only tipped a toe in this because of this podcast. I have no issue with that. I'm just saying it's just not my cup of tea, or not my blunt with Keith. However you want to take that. But it's, once again, I can still take way good things. You guys said this, the style of this, the art of this, of the interior direction.
Oh yeah.
Brody said we're tripping. Brody said, "Giallo
and you know
what?
what?
I'll be tripping."
Listen, that's
oh
fine.
God,
and
I'm laughing.
I apologized. Yeah, right.
No, Jesus.
Pete's on Fortnite. He's like, "Fuck you guys."
Get off Fortnite, you virgin.
So anyway, like this movie just, I don't know, man. Like the colors were cool, but at the same time, and I told this to Brody earlier, I feel like they end up overpowering the movie in itself.
Yeah.
Like I almost kind of got lost in just paying attention to the colors and the actual story.
Yeah, you can.
There was just times I felt like the coloring just got annoying to me after a while, because it's like, okay, red, we see red, what's gonna happen? Something's gonna happen, and then nothing happened.
Right. And anytime usually you see like a different color change or something like that, that's usually in lieu to something. But I feel like in this, it's just, no, we want colors.
Now, maybe it was because, the colors were there to enhance the atmosphere, to let us know that, hey, something's off, which of course we already knew. I don't know. I don't know. It just not something that I enjoy at all. And I'm not shitting on anybody that does enjoy this type of film, more power to you for being able to power through something like that. It's not for me. It was not for me at all.
I completely agree. Like I said, it starts off so strong. And then there's a long stretch of nothing happening. You know, you're kind of just jumping at shadows that aren't really there. You're expecting something to happen, and there's all this build up. And then when it finally does pay off at the end, it doesn't quite meet your expectations.
You don't get the sizz per se.
And it ended so
No.
abruptly. Like, just house is on fire, that's it. And
I
was
kind of
oh.
like.
I mean,
I
that was
didn't
cool.
mind that one, honestly.
And I do like that. I do like the way older 70s films, you know, and before end like that, just abruptly. I did like that. I needed to know more. Like what, you know?
Bob, you've been silent. Tell us what I feel
Well,
like. Bob's been brewing. Go ahead, buddy.
I'm listening to you guys. I'm listening.
No,
to
you're
you
fine.
guys.
You're fine.
I'm laughing at Brody. Brody says he's still waiting his medal for sitting through Amityville 3D and that Stan Helsing shit.
You know what? Listen, I knew that Helsing shit was going to come up. I fucking knew it was. I don't know why. I fucking just knew it. They were like,
you, bro, Stan Helsing is great.
The funny thing is, I was going to bring up Amityville 3D just because for some reason there's this big fucking fly flying around my head right now.
It's because your fucking lights are off.
It's because we're pissing off the horror gods. We're pissing off the
we
horror
are.
gods right now.
We're abrupt in the water here, dude. What's her name's going to come out and fuck the podcast, dude? Like,
No,
don't say her name.
You didn't say her name. I said, what's her name?
Do not conjure her.
Fucking A, dude. Slap the goose. Oh, my God, dude.
All right. So
Bob,
go
ahead, buddy.
This was my second watch for this movie. Again, I mean, you all said it. I understand why this is highly regarded. I mean, it's understood why. Here's my problem. Their dialogue, 95.5 of it is useless. You don't really give me too much on, okay, what is your significance? So you're the madame of this house, but you show up when you kind of want to. I need to know something more about you other than you're going to be a witch at the end.
I do want to bring
what's the deal with that? You know, it's like, and then a lot of the dialogue with the headmistress, there's a lot more useless dialogue. Janie, you're 99.9 useless in about 10 seconds.
Oh,
reading up there, you're 95.5. You're getting them. Woo! But a lot of the dialogue is it's useless. And then someone says, you know, somebody just said in the comments or whatever, it's an art horror film. I'm like, well, there's nothing wrong with that. But you got to give me, when it comes to witchcraft shit, you got to give me something.
We don't want
this is witchcraft.
Horror.
Well, this is witchcraft. It's supposed to be witchcraft. You can dive deep into this shit.
I have no idea who that is.
But they didn't.
But if it's coming from Twitch, it's probably one of my Twitch followers, maybe.
Probably.
Oh, thank God. I don't know why. That threw me off.
But this is witchcraft. You have a ton of shit you could do with it. You didn't give me enough of it. You didn't give me enough of the background to it either. You didn't. And then someone say, "Oh, well, it's in the sequels." I'm like, there's still a lot in this movie that is definitely unanswered. And I've watched Inferno. It's not fully answered. You got to give me something more. Okay. The visuals don't always explain it unless you're in a Carpenter film where it's blatantly obvious.
Now, at least for me, I will say another praise of this is I did like the cinematography of this movie. I felt like
cinematography was amazing.
Yeah,
the shots
like,
were great.
That shit was straight. Everything, I feel like everything was on point. I just feel like the story lacked the seasoning. It lacked the spice. You know what I mean? It was bland. Like it was just it needed some. You needed some fucking Old Bay.
It had no seasoning.
You know what I mean? Yeah, you needed some Old Bay in there. A little bit of
what was the motive? Why was the witch doing whatever the fuck she was doing?
Right? Was she just collecting girls to kill them and
like I could name two other witchcraft movies where it's like, what was the motive? Oh, they actually had a motive as to why they were fucking tortured or something. There's
it didn't say they were collecting souls or anything like that. It didn't say they were collecting like people to be zombies or something, because I was kind of confused at the end. I thought that's what it was, but it was like a ghost instead. I don't fucking know.
It was
Instead, you have Udo Kier saying something about witches, building power, but for what?
It never came full circle, though. It never came full circle. Nothing in this movie for me came full circle, and that was the annoying part for me.
So, yeah, I was gonna try to say a positive note, but you're right. I will say, like, some of the kills were cool. Obviously, the cold open kill, which is probably like the most iconic, like I don't know, still frame from this movie of the girl hanging from the ceiling. Like that looked cool. I like the whole look of the lobby and everything. You know what I mean? Like it made me want to watch The Shining because I love the carpet in The Shining. You know what I mean? It's just that kind of. I know it's fucking weird. I know it's weird, but
the carpet in The Shining is iconic. They put it on like
it's on
things
everything,
and market the hell out of it. Yeah.
Oh, it's on everything.
And
it's in our local Alamo Draft House on the floor. As soon as you walk in, it's the Shining carpet.
I'll go a step further with the Shining, since just comparison real quick. That movie gives a lot more away in its visuals than this does.
True.
I mean, and granted, they're two different kinds of movies.
And that's true. No, they are. But in terms of like what scared me more,
well, you're comparing apples and oranges because remember, The Shining was written by a genius and filmed by a genius.
This is true. This is true.
I mean, the fact that the filmmaker himself like tortured his cast, just to get his art. Like, listen, I'm not going to shit on Argento by any means, dude. The dude's a master of his craft.
He certainly is.
His craft is one that I might not particularly enjoy the taste of, but that still doesn't take away. And you know what I mean? Like
he's a brilliant filmmaker.
Yeah.
Thanks, Joe. You're cute too, buddy.
But
the funny thing is, like, okay, so Joe said that he's not a big fan of Italian horror, and I beg to differ because some of them are really good. Because you get a Fulci film, and Fulci is master. Yeah. You look at the God, City of the Living Dead.
Yes,
those are good movies. And I would even say I would add, not Fulci, but he didn't like. I want to throw Demons out there too because I fucking love Demons and Demons too.
Demons was fucking awesome.
Demons was a great movie.
Bro. But Argento's stuff, on the other hand, it's too slow burn for me.
I mean, it was less crime drama than a lot of other ones are.
True.
Per se.
True.
But this was more suspense than a horror type thing. And like I told you guys, the only thing that even made this a horror movie was the addition of the witch stuff kind of towards the end.
I was gonna say, or the excessive death of the first girl.
Oh,
that got hung from the balcony. That chick got stabbed multitudes of times, had an exposed heart, which was stabbed again, and then was fucking thrown off through a fucking stained glass roof
and
then was hung
by
which was already dead, I'm assuming anyway. So that was just kind of like a kick to the fucking cunt. And speaking of
cunt,
speaking of cunts, our favorite one,
Snip.
Well, howdy, motherfucking duty there, gentlemen. It is I, your DKB here, back for another motherfucking episode of Gore. And this week I'm here to talk to you about the one, the only,
yeah,
the masterpiece itself, Suspiria. Now, I'm going to keep it short and sweet this week because I have nothing but love about this film. I could go on and just basically just say how much I fucking love it. And I'm pretty sure you guys know that I fucking love it.
Sorry, Brody.
You do now. No.
I apologize to him this morning. I already do.
Every time you mention the word Dario Argento, everyone just goes to Suspiria. To me, it's his masterpiece. Yes, I've seen a fuck ton of his films. I do believe that this is his masterpiece. Only out of the films that I've seen so far. Mainly due to the fact that this film, to me, feels like it was way ahead of its time. Yes, the story is a very simple story about a ballet dancer goes to Germany, wherever the fuck it is, and the school's ran by witches. I think that's a fucking cool idea. I honestly think it's random, but it's cool as fuck. And what Mr. Argento does with that concept is able to display it visually in a fucking fantastic and unique way with his color palette. I mean, the neon blues, the reds, greens, whatever the fuck color he chooses, it adds character to each scene and production design. The kills are 10 times fucking better. It just adds this depth with richness of black in the background, filtered with the color. I think it's crafted uniquely, and like, it doesn't go overblown with the camera shots or angles or anything. It's very basic filmmaking. But like I said, the overall color palette and tone of this film is definitely what helps fucking drive it. And it's definitely screams giallo to me. I think that it's just fucking fantastic the way he uses it in this film. Like I said, I can go on and say the love I have for this film is fucking great. The kills are fucking awesome, badass as fuck. Yeah, I mean, like, it's a fucking Argento. Like, if you hate this film, like, what the fuck, honestly. But yeah, I mean, I can't really say anything more than other than the fact I fucking like it. I'm trying to pick shit that for me to hate, but I fucking like it. Even the characters in it, I like every single one. Because
anyone else
what
think it
Argento
looks
does.
like
He gets
Brody's
you so
about to go
fucking
fight
invested
evil with
these
Tucker and
characters.
Dale?
Yes.
Yes.
To the point where when they get iced the fuck out, you're like, wow, holy fuck. And like I said, to mix that in with the color palette,
Brody's
and
been
all
fighting
overall
alcohol all
tone,
week.
it just works extremely well.
I think he's trying to fight it here.
But like I said, I'm just trying to find something.
He had a
that I
good
fucking
time out
hate
with his
about this
family,
film,
man.
it is
And
absolutely
he was in a
fuck
time
all. So,
difference too, so he's all kind of sorts of fucked.
Anywho, this is your DKB giving
came
it
back
not
from
a
a time
perfect
difference, I should
score,
say.
but I'm giving it a decent score of a 4.8. So anyway, this is your DKB signing out.
That's generous.
I hope I didn't fucking repeat myself too much, to which I know I did. But anywho, like I said,
You're beautiful, baby. We love you.
movie.
Absolutely,
Catch you
sweetheart.
motherfuckers next
We
week.
missed him.
Cheers.
We did miss him.
you. We did miss you,
And
Brody.
I think it's safe to say, I'll be the one to say it right now, although we've pretty much said it. I've dug all of our graves. We are all in consecutive row.
Guys, I just want to throw this out there. Right before the show, I spent over 90 minutes watching a guy replace my windshield, and I think that was more entertaining.
4 point. Listen, Brody, I love you.
Which I gotta say,
I can hear TJ screaming right
it
now.
actually
You
was.
bunch of fucking morons!
Oh my god!
It was cool watching. I've never seen a windshield get replaced before.
We're about to all get fired from the
Right,
fucking
dude. Like,
podcast.
hope you guys enjoyed this last podcast.
Yeah,
here.
it's been nice knowing you.
You guys will all have new hosts by now. Fuck, dude.
And
You know what? I'm gonna- we're gonna take-
their first thing is to redo this episode.
Oh man. You know what? We got to stand our ground. Here's the thing. Horror community is huge. We don't represent everybody. We can only represent ourselves.
Right.
And people, and there's obviously like-minded people like us. There's also people, there's clearly people that love this movie.
Yeah.
That's why it gets talked about so much.
Mm-hmm.
I will now talk about it now that I have seen it but I'll talk about the things that I enjoyed about it. I will still be honest about it. It just,
Yeah. No, that's.
you know what the other thing is, and I brought this up when we done Giallo before, dude. It's the blood. I can't get past the fucking
it's
red
melted
paint
crayon.
red blood, dude.
It's red melted crayon. Is exactly
Pretty
what
much.
it looks like.
The shit
Yeah,
that the wine that she dumped in the sink,
Dude, was
is
that
literally
even
the same?
wine?
No,
that
I thought it was
even
blood.
I
That
think
was
it
not
blood.
wine.
It was so thick.
It was poisoned wine. They like put shit in. That's what she was getting
Hell,
drugged with
that
those times.
wine looks
no.
closer
I
to
don't think it.
color blood
I don't
than
think.
blood.
I don't think it was the wine poisoning her because they were
No?
that lady. No, because at the end when she was creeping up and watching them, that lady was like doing some kind of fucking spell, and then she doubled over in pain. So I don't think the food had as much to do with it.
Yeah.
Maybe some,
He's got a point there.
but she was using some kind of black magic too.
Okay, so what the hell? All right, here's a random question. You guys have seen it more than once. What the fuck was with the lady in the hallway with the glass triangle that like was doing the
that
light
like fucking
shine,
shine the light on
and then
her.
all of a sudden she was just like, oh, and then like had like crazy migraines.
So when I first started watching it, I thought maybe they were trying to like open up her witchy powers. Maybe she was a witch too, and they were like maybe like gathering
Bro, if you just
other
went, like,
witches,
Highlander with it, that
like
would've been
gathering other
awesome.
witches to basically take their energy so that this other older witch could keep living, because they're in some kind of symbiote relationship, because once she gets stabbed in the neck, they all feel that fucking pain.
Yeah, they do.
Right.
So they have to be feeding off of each other somehow. So I don't know, man. There's just there was just so much shit not answered.
So first and foremost is like the chick that comes out right in the beginning screaming, and then all of a sudden they're like, all right, we gotta drive away. And then she sees her running through the random woods that they happen to have in the middle of the city.
Yeah, I just
Also
realized
weird,
that now
yes.
you said that.
Why did the fuck they pull over? be like, yo, bitch, you need a ride? Like,
Yeah.
clearly you're
Especially
running
since
from something.
And
like,
it's
you know what I mean?
pouring. It is
Right.
pouring down rain.
Right. I don't know, man. Like, okay, and here's the other thing. Oh my god, dude, somebody's gonna fucking just hate us. We're gonna get sniped or something. The soundtrack. Everybody loves the soundtrack. Now, I'm gonna say straight up,
it's the same.
I enjoyed it the first half of the movie, but by the second half of the movie, when I've heard it repeated 8 times of the 2 same tracks that keep getting repeated, I'm sorry, they throw in another one in the beginning that they never use again. That was awesome. That was like during the weird like Wolfman scene. I don't know what the fuck that was.
Yeah.
Or Ghoul. It was just a hairy dude. I don't know.
Yeah,
it was Robin Williams like in the window. He was like, like,
that was so weird because you see that arm reach in, and there, again, no explanation. What the fuck was it? You never see it again.
No. Just a hairy, and I couldn't tell if it was like hairy, like it was supposed to be a werewolf, or it just happened to be a really hairy fucking dude.
I mean, and those eyes were kind of cool, you know, when they popped in. I was like, oh, badass. What are we gonna see?
Nothing.
A hairy arm.
Okay, that scene though, in general, I did love it because the face press, because you usually don't see the extended face press like that. And she was really smushing it in there, dude. So I'm not gonna lie, like I probably was laughing harder than I should have been, but I did love it for that reason.
I did. I liked the eyes in the window because I feel like that's what they were trying to do with the Amityville horror and failed miserably.
Failed.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the weird part is Amityville wasn't even out yet.
So with the soundtrack,
are you sure?
I'm
go ahead. Because I want you to say that so I can add to it.
So the song that plays over and over with that little weird scream behind it, all I could think was, and I don't remember the name of the fucking seagull from The Little Mermaid, but like if that was that's all I could picture was the fucking seagull. Like, okay, I couldn't do it.
So, all right, you know how there's the one with like the high tings, like the ding ding, like you heard in the trailer how it opens. Not that one. The other one that kind of sounds like a didgeridoo going on, like wah 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 wah. All right, and you guys are gonna hate me for this because if you ever watch this movie again, it's gonna happen to you, Brody. I apologize. Oh my god.
Scuttle,
Anyways, here we go. So every time I heard that, I fucking heard the beginning of Chattahoochee. So it was and I'm like, oh my fucking god, dude, I can't fucking. So that did not help getting through this movie by any fucking means.
Oh god,
I would have never thought of that till you said it. Now I'm like,
I just ruined Suspiria for so many people who's potentially listening to this, dude.
Oh my god.
Oh shit. Oh goddamn.
But when you said the Little Mermaid thing, that's why I was like, Scoob, I fucking love you because you're on the same page.
Wow.
It was just, dude, and it was literally the same fucking song, and everybody's always like, oh my god, the soundtrack and this and that, it's so amazing. I'm like, it's one fucking song. What do you mean?
Hey, okay,
what the fuck do you mean? I made a short film for a fucking little film festival we had here, and we used the same fucking song for 5 minutes, and it fucking sucked. And I couldn't do it. It was fucking driving me crazy, man.
So I'm gonna say this real quick with the soundtrack.
Tears in my eyes, dude.
So like, obviously, I'm a Halloween fan, so of course, like, soundtracks.
You
no, of course not. But somebody once said to me, because they were talking about this movie, and I heard like a snippet of it, and even then I wasn't a fan of it. And they're like, well, you can listen to the Halloween soundtrack 5,000 times in the movie. And I'm like, at least that's menacing. This is giving me nothing. This is not foreboding me anything.
It's like animals sitting there from the Muppets fucking singing the fucking theme song to this
like,
movie.
You know, this movie is like a fever dream. It really didn't make any sense, and there was no real payoff.
Not at the moment, not at the time.
I mean, she gets away. She ends, you know, the coven that's there. So I mean, that was kind of a good payoff, but there just wasn't enough. Like, okay, you're at a dance school. How many fucking scenes did we get of them dancing?
2.
And not only
two
that,
scenes.
The whole, I'll once again give credit where credit is due. This whole idea of just being at a ballet school and most of it, you know what I mean? Like that's an original idea on itself. So I will give that credit because, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know if you guys have seen the remake. As much as I feel about this movie, I still feel like I might want to kind of watch the remake just to see
The
You know what I mean?
differences.
Maybe there's a
Yeah.
better spin to it.
Funny thing is, I was talking to the wife about that last night, and like I kind of want to see it, but
Brody.
you realize
There
you
you
want
go.
to see, but you got to realize the remake is like 2.5 hours long.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
it's much longer.
that came out in 2018, if I'm not mistaken, right?
2016.
Yeah,
Oh, it was
before
2016? Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Okay,
Yeah.
I apologize. Yes, everybody in the chat, we will talk TCM.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that.
Don't you
Calm
worry.
your
That
titties
will
right now.
be-
We're gonna talk
that
about
will
that.
If we
be in
go
the
on
nerd
that side-
news
nerd
when we're
news.
done with this.
If we go on that side tangent, we're not going to talk.
We're
about
never going to get
Suspiria,
through this.
All right, so I feel like we've kind of generally discussed
A lot more than we usually do.
Our distaste.
Amy, I agree with that. I agree with your Halloween soundtrack comment. Absolutely.
Yeah. So, Chad, if you would like to spread that curtain and see what we got behind them.
I could do this. So, director Dario Argento's original idea was the ballet school would accommodate young girls no older than 12. However, the studio and producer Salvatore Argento, who was actually his father, by the way, denied his request because a film this violent involving children would almost certainly be banned. So, he raised the age limit to 20 years, but did not rewrite the script, hence the naivete of the characters and the occasional childlike dialogue. He also put all the doorknobs at about the same height as the actresses' heads, so they would have to raise their arms in order to open the doors just like children.
That makes sense now. Why the dialogue was
okay. Speaking of shitty dialogue, and when Chad was just doing this after the trailer, I forgot to mention that scene in general discussion. But dude, that whole fucking like sticking your tongue out and like, what the fuck was that? And Chad just explained that now.
Yeah.
Thank you, Chad.
But
Because
thank God they went, with 20-year-olds.
Yeah, that wouldn't have. Yeah.
I the one part that I did enjoy of this movie was that nobody wore bras. Thank you for that, Argento.
Wonderful.
Honestly, dude, like at least the dancer wise, dude, they're all just top notch. Very cute.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Joe, on the weekend.
Anyways, video.
So Chad Daddy.
So the woman playing Helena Marcos was not credited. According to the actress Jessica Harper, she was a 90-year-old former prostitute who Dario Argento found on the streets in Rome.
Okay.
And to answer Heather's question about the no bras but no nakedness, if you want to jump back to our discussion in From Dusk Till Dawn, we have literally a whole discussion of talking about you don't have to be naked to keep the room enticed.
Sexy.
Plus, like I just said, it was originally written for them to be under 12.
Right. So that would have been really weird.
Yes.
Joe, I would like to see you without a bra, please.
Fair enough.
Very nice. Director Dario Argento composed the creepy music with the band Goblin and played it at full blast on set to unnerve the actors and elicit a truly scared performance. The music was actually written and recorded before they even filmed the movie.
Interesting.
So that explains why her face looks like this all the time?
I mean, if she's supposed to be a 12-year-old girl trapped in a 20-year-old body who's perplexed, then, I'll go with it.
Yes, Janie, always. Always.
Director Dario Argento had cinematographer Luciano Tovoli watch Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs to have him model the color scheme of that film for this one.
Really?
Argento wanted this to look like a fairy tale, basically.
Well, I mean, and it does, like especially when she's in that one room with the lilies.
Dude, that was cool.
That's very fairy tale.
All right,
looking.
was, yeah.
All right. Another cool scene I will give. Come on, man. Secret bookcase. That's dope.
That was
like a
cool,
little like wall decor thing. Like it's not a bookcase. That's something different. I was like, all right, that's cool. Chad's got them deep yawns tonight, dude.
I'm tired, man. For the wide shots of the maggots falling from the ceiling, the crew would drop grains of rice down onto the actresses from above.
Maggots, delicious.
I mean, maggots, Michael.
So the only reason they had the maggots, correct me if I'm wrong, was because they had a case of rotting meat up in the attic, right? So
I don't know what that was.
We don't know. I'm assuming it was rotting meat.
I'm thinking it was a body.
That's what I would assume.
In that little case, I mean, I guess it could be chopped up.
But don't you think they would know?
Yeah, I was gonna say because that was the super German teacher with like the weird smile the whole time that went up and found it, right?
Yeah,
and I feel like she was like the second or the right hand witch. I'd imagine, right?
But if it was just like meat or whatever for the kitchen, why was it stored all the way up in the top floor?
Yeah,
that's why.
that's
No, that's what I was going to ask. I was like, why is there rotting meat on the fucking third floor of this? Like, this makes no sense. But that's, I don't know. Like,
it makes more sense to be a body. It doesn't make sense to be meat.
But even then, like,
I don't know.
Why would they store a body up there? Like,
well, that's what I'm saying. And whose body would it have been?
Right.
So I assume maybe it was the girl that was hanging. But why would they?
But that was in a whole different building.
Yeah, well, I know, but I don't know, man. Like I said, there's just so much shit that does not.
And it wasn't even the girl that was hanging because her friend died in that same scene, which was fucking
that's right.
cool.
Yeah.
Like, the friend really fucking got it, man. She got it like in the fucking abs and in the neck, and then she had fucking like glass across her face. That was a pretty fucking gnarly shot.
It was a good shot.
But Chad Teddy.
Okay, according to Jessica Harper, since the film was going to be dubbed over after principal photography, sound was rarely recorded during shooting. Harper remarked that it was strange to her to be in the middle of shooting a scene and hearing the background sound of a stagehand hammering away on another set in the studios. Yeah, so they didn't record like any of their lines. None of the dialogue was recorded.
Which you could tell.
It was
like
super
heavily dubbed over.
Well, they like most of the actors, actors and actresses, like had like spoke different dialect and everything too, right? Like,
yeah.
So
Which I think I would have liked that to hear.
It would have made more sense, dude. You're in Germany.
Yeah.
There should only be one chick really speaking really fluent English. Maybe a couple others, but I don't know.
You gonna share that picture with us, Bobby?
Rudolf Schindler, the West German actor who played the role of Professor Milius.
Did I miss something? The chat's going on. I can't even keep up.
Continue, Chad.
Okay, so the West German actor who played the role of Professor Milius could not speak English or Italian, so in the scene where he talks to Susie about witches, she could not understand him as he was speaking in German. Later quoted, she tried very hard to keep a straight face so as not to flub her lines, and also he would lightly tap on one of her legs with his foot just out of frame to cue her to speak when he was done finishing his own lines.
Smart man.
Yeah.
That dude had some crazy fucking hair going on in that scene, dude. I don't know what. Okay, so, oh my god, I'm probably gonna get shit for this. So the shot of them having the conversation of the back and the head in the front of the face of the other person. I know you guys probably know what I'm talking about because you kept getting it back and forth. My problem with that is I don't mind the shot per se, but it felt like the one side behind his head was more centered on his head and less her face. But then when it went the other way, it was still more centered on his face, like it should be, and less her head. I don't know why the fuck they did that. I feel like they could have caught that. I don't know. Did you guys? Was that something?
No, I know. No,
or?
Yeah, it kind of bothered me. It was only half her face.
Yeah, it just seemed weird. It seems like super out of frame for no reason. Like,
yeah, no need for that.
Anyways, apologize, Joe.
I'm skipping over some of this because we got to get through this. Let's see. Originally, the film was going to star Daria Nicolodi, how do you say that, who was Argento's girlfriend at the time, who also wrote the screenplay. Ultimately, she did appear in the film twice. She can be glimpsed in the film's opening sequence where Susie's walking through the airport, and she also provides the voice of Helena Marcos.
Oh, nice.
Okay,
yeah.
Nice. Awesome.
It is often assumed that to achieve the rich color palette, the film was shot using the outdated 3-strip Technicolor process when it was actually made. So no film was made after the 1950s shot using that method. It was actually shot on Eastman color Kodak stock, then printed using the 3-strip Technicolor process, utilizing one of the last remaining 3-strip machines. The issue has been confused somewhat by the fact that on the documentary and the DVD set, a discussion of the printing process by the cinematographer was followed by a diagram showing a 3-strip camera. So basically they showed the wrong equipment, I'm guessing, in the documentary.
All right. Nice.
Okay. Interesting.
Dario Argento cast Jessica Harper as the lead after seeing her debut in Brian De Palma's Phantom of the Paradise, which she turned down a part in Annie Hall to star in this film.
Oh.
All right.
Annie Hall is one of Woody Allen's most famous movies.
Woody Harrelson, huh?
Yeah. I do have to say I prefer Woody Harrelson. Barbara Magnolifi was revealed in subsequent years that her belief that Olga was a young witch in training, hence her interest in Susie, and revealed a scripted but unfilmed scene where Olga performed with the Bolshoi the night the students were in town. It was ultimately cut because it interrupted the pacing of the film's climax. So basically, that kind of means that, yeah, they were supposed to be witches in training.
Okay. Well,
that makes way more sense. Like,
yeah, that would.
Dario Argento was so low after completing the film, he actively contemplated suicide.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
damn girls be beautiful.
Also, he wanted the opening murder to be very shocking, as it would undermine the audience's expectations. They wouldn't have any idea what's coming next.
Real quick for the listeners who will not get this,
go ahead, Bob.
Brody Kane coming in with top comment for the night for me. Olga sounds like an STD.
Ugh.
Man, I got that Olga.
That sounds like a bad STD too.
You remember that?
That sounds like that hurts. Yeah. That sounds like that. Not only does that hurt, but it stinks.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a hurt stank.
Remember that girl I took home the other night? Well, I think she had the Olga, and now I got the Olga.
Oh,
that's that girl you looked at the bar and said, "Yeah, not bad," and then you go, "Oh, geez."
Or is that just one of those ones that like the Olga is like it's gross, but it's easy to get rid of with some medicated powders?
They got a lotion for the.
Oh, that's even worse. Where you
don't read it. Oh god,
I will. I don't give a shit.
Chad,
no
continue.
filter.
20th Century Fox bought the American film distribution rights to this film, but due to its violent content, released it through a subsidiary, International Classics. The film was cut by 8 minutes to obtain an R rating. Despite all this, it was Fox's 7th highest grossing film of the year.
Hot damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. When Fox was a thing. Anyways, continue.
Argento was inspired to make this film by stories of Daria Nicolodi's grandmother, who claimed to have fled from a German music academy because witchcraft was being secretly practiced there.
Ooh,
no shit.
It's witchcraft.
I'm not gonna lie. Every time you say that last name, I feel like you're gonna say Nickelodeon.
Yeah, I said the same.
Really fucking
Nick.
It's a really weird like fire reaction that keeps happening when you guys. Anyways. Yeah,
Suspiria. This is the first of a trilogy of films by Argento referred to as the Three Mothers. The trilogy centers around three witches or mothers of sorrow who unleash evil from three locations in the world. In Suspiria, Helena Marcos is the mother of sighs. In Inferno, it focuses on the mother of darkness, and of course, the final one is the mother of tears. These all take place in separate locations. The last one taking place in Rome, and Inferno takes place in New York.
Oh, damn! Okay,
yeah,
so we come stateside for that one. Nice.
Yeah, yes. A couple things the boss man wanted me to go over. Hold on a second, let me find it. I don't want. There's a lot here. I'll go over the bullet points. Let's see. I already went over the dance. The big empty courtyard where the man and his dog are attacked by a witch was once used by Adolf Hitler to deliver speeches to the Nazis.
Yeah, I mean, you can kind of get it. It is fucking huge.
I would say you can kind of get that from the aesthetic of it alone. Like you just, which that scene, I really enjoy the shots of that scene too, of the guy and his dog. Like I like the really up close. So you're just like, oh, what it is. And then it's like the super fucking on the top of the building shot, dude, just to show like how empty of a square. Like, I don't know. That shit was cool.
And I liked how it's lit. Like you see the building and you see the spot he's on, but there's this darkness around it. Yeah, very well lit.
Random thought from Brody Kane. The Cartoon Network logo looks like crackhead's set of teeth. Not wrong. Continue, Chad.
During the during the iconic opening scene, the words "witch" can be heard in the screaming synth score sang by Claudio Simonetti Goblin, which would foreshadow the film.
Okay. All right.
The shot of a rain-soaked Jessica Harper would be mirrored in many of Argento's films after, becoming a regular stylistic device of his.
I mean, it's kind of... Dude, that was some heavy ass rain too, man, coming into that shit.
Yeah,
and it rained rainstorm. And it rained like that a few times in the movie too. It wasn't just like that once. It was like raining every other day.
I like to call that Jurassic Park rain. personally. Yeah. Just a heavy ass fucking
Yeah, no
shit.
wonder you're extinct.
That's right.
And you know, the funny thing about Jurassic Park is when they were filming the movie, an actual monsoon did come in and destroy part of the set.
Were the dinosaurs hurt?
No, the dinosaurs got out.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Heather, you are correct. That's why I had a lot of strip clubs. There are showers on the stage. The more you know. Gore more PSA.
I don't think I've been in one that had a shower. I must have been in the low end. I must have been in like the lower end ones here.
Yeah, same here.
I mean, the ones I was in weren't like high end by any means.
I guess we like our strippers dirty here.
We do. I mean
in all
China. That's a whole different podcast.
Yeah, continue.
That's all I got really. I skipped over some because, you know, like I said, we got to get through this.
Fucking Brody.
Toilet paper.
So how long was it into your guys' life that you realized that the pole actually spun at the titty bar?
Dude, I just found this out like a year ago.
So,
what? Yeah.
When I first got started DJing, the first place I ever DJ'd at was a strip club. So I've known the secret. I've known the secret for a long time.
No, I've known that. Yeah, since I went.
I thought you were gonna be like, before I started DJing, I was stripping at the
I
club.
was stripping it.
Yeah, he was.
You know,
it was
I'd be
the full
stripping
Monty up in this shit.
That's right. How'd you guys put the box on with Velcro? Oh, you guys had Velcro? What? Anyways.
Oh God, that was a Drew Carey reference for anyone.
Yeah,
that
it was.
Oh my God. Super fucking random. So happy somebody got it. Okay. Gentlemen, we are on our questions for the movie. So what format was this watched on?
Tubi
and YouTube, actually, because I watched it 1.5 times. Bro, and you know what? I'm going to say I love Tubi. I usually never shit on Tubi. And I'm not even actually shitting on Tubi now because I think it might have just been like with the movie itself. But no closed captions, dude. And I've bitched about this before. I need my closed captions. I'm deaf as fuck. But with YouTube, it's got the auto generate. So they're like 80% on point.
Correct.
There's a few of them that are a little fucked up, but for the most part, it gets it. So
the nice thing about the commercial breaks on Tubi though is it didn't interrupt anything. Every time there was a commercial break, it was during a scene transition.
I had a commercial break between that weird like raspberry scene where they're like, Yep. They're like, commercial break. It came back and still finished that scene. I'm like, it's still going? What the fuck, dude?
Like 3 seconds or something. Yeah.
Gosh, yeah. Brody does like his strippers with a little bit of TP. They come up fucking clean and ready to go.
Oh God.
All right. I feel like we might all agree on this one. I could be wrong, but douche of the film for 1977 Suspiria. Bro, I'm gonna have to go with German teacher lady, man, with crazy smile. The one who threw the blind guy's fucking cane. She's a fucking bitch.
Yeah.
Fuck her.
Okay,
she's the douche.
She
threw a blind guy's cane and kicked his ass out, dude.
I'm gonna go.
All because
the
the
dog
dog
bit
bit the kid.
I'm gonna go a different route, mainly
Go ahead,
because
nope, do it up.
Because I just couldn't stand looking at this person anytime he was on screen. That little fucking kid.
Well, that's why the dog bit him. The dog
Fuck
was
that
like,
kid.
The dog looked at this dude and was like, "What the fuck are you wearing, bro? It's 1977, not 1877."
He was like that. Remember that berries and cream, berries and cream.
Oh my God,
berries and cream.
He had the haircut and everything, bro. Like it was
that bowl cut was his
wrong.
Shit.
He did nothing wrong in this movie except look like a fucking douche. So fuck him. He was the douche of the film for me.
And was that like his grandma, his nanny?
Who
his
fuck?
mom?
I think that was
dude.
I don't know who that was, but that bitch
were they
was,
both witches? Like, where was the little kid die off? At
the kid
end?
was
We just
the kid was in on it, obviously.
Yeah, he had to be some witch. But that's why it's like, yo, that's why the dog bit him, dude. Obviously, the kid was trying to fuck with the dog. So yeah, like fuck that kid.
Fuck with the dog.
I'm gonna go. You know what, Scoop? That is good. Honorable. That would be my honorable mention. Is that kid? That's a good one. The dog even knew he was a douche.
Yeah.
So
dogs always do. They always do.
Know.
They know, man.
Dogs know.
But I'm still gonna go, dude. That German lady, she was just a fucking bitch, dude. The whole time.
She was a
C-U-N-T. I was gonna say I already said it once, so I don't want to get us flagged.
You could say about 90% of the people at that dance academy and not be wrong.
Yeah, that butler too. That butler had a stupid haircut. He was
he was just
too.
weird.
Wait, you're talking about German Jaws?
Yes.
Yo,
and those big fucking fall teeth too.
Yeah. That was some fucking.
Yo, I would have never thought about. You suck, Johnny. Now I can't get that out of my head.
What?
He's the
You
German
didn't-
Jaws.
How did you not think of Jaws when you saw that, dude? Like I instantly was like, dun 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 dun. Like, come on, dude.
I'm still laughing at the berries and cream kid.
Oh my
Yeah,
god!
now
I
I
haven't
think
thought
that
about
out
that
of my
shit in a minute, dude. That's gonna be stuck in my head for a week now. Thank you, Scuba.
You are welcome.
All right, gentlemen. Favorite kill of Suspiria,
The dog.
dude.
Ooh,
100% yes.
Yeah.
yeah.
Tips off on that. That was gnarly as fuck.
I didn't like the blood coming out of the mouth, but the kill was fucking cool as shit. And
And
my
and the
honorable
dog-
mention. Oh, go ahead. Oh yeah, and the dog just kept
It
fucking going.
Yeah.
And I loved how the dog, when the cops were fucking running up to him, the dog was like, "Oh shit, I gotta go," and the
The
dog
dog's
just fucking.
The dog's
booked
like,
it.
fuck this.
But he was done, man, and he was just eating. He was eating like a piece of steak at that point.
Yeah.
dude. He was
Yeah,
like,
he was.
yeah.
I
And
would
my
say that-
honorable mention, because I want to give an honorable mention, is the girl that falls into the wires and then gets a fucking neck cut.
Word.
That was fucking brutal.
Oh my god. Okay. The wires. Okay. So were those supposed to be barbed wire, or was it just supposed to be wire?
I
was
was
supposed to
hoping
be
it was
barbed
supposed to be razor wire.
That's what
Okay,
I thought.
so-
too,
Yeah.
Steve.
It said razor wire.
Okay, and this is what I don't. This is the problem. Is like I don't know if that's what it's intended to be, but the problem is
It looks.
I
nothing like it.
I work with this kind of wire every fucking day. This is shit I unload from trucks, so I'm just like, wait, why is that bitch just in fucking 12 gauge?
Yeah, like you can't cut yourself with that. I used to make
No, I'm like,
coils
you
out
can
of
get-
12 gauge wire.
Yeah, you could get like wound up in it. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
say you can't, and you're running from a killer, so that's why that's why I'm like, is she just trapped in this, or is it actually like razor wire? Like,
But if you look at her body when she sees it at the end, there's all those cuts all over her. So I'm thinking it was
right,
supposed
so
to
I
be
would
barbed
have
wire.
to
Yeah.
assume it's barbed wire,
But they're
which-
not going to
yeah.
use barbed wire in that scene, obviously.
No, but I
Right.
feel like, and understandable. This is 77. This is shit that like because you've seen it, you got time to think about it. So I could do it different. You know what I mean? Like obviously way later, but I feel like there could have been some shots of some razor wire in the foreground with her wrestling around the wire in the back. Just something, you know what I mean? Because like the problem is when you see the shit around her face and everything, you can clearly see it's just smooth ass fucking wire. So
Yeah.
once again, older movie, but
And this is just another case of fucking Barlow the vampire, whatever his name was, with the makeup. Only going
yeah.
yeah, exactly. Favorite kill, dude. Besides the dog, I mean, the dog was great, just because that was just fucked. The original
and
one,
multiple stabbings in the beginning too was.
yeah, I was gonna say the cold open kills, aka those two girls. That was just
Yeah.
that was almost over excessive, dare I say. That chick was dead. She was deader than dead.
Well, sometimes you got to make sure.
I liked it though, man. I liked how she looked hanging in the lobby with her like blood spill underneath her and shit like that. Like there's some crazy shit going on. All right, gentlemen, if we are done with that, then we are on to our best scene.
The whole third act.
Say Scoops, don't say the credits.
Damn it! I was going to.
I was feeling it. I was like, somebody's gonna say it.
I did like when the credits starts like you have been watching Suspiria.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was
like
pretty
thanks for the reminder.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like, thanks. Totally forgot what the fuck I was doing. But
it's like
yeah,
an after
thanks.
school special or something.
Dude, I had to like shove my phone like underneath my leg because I kept just going for it. I'm like, no,
Yes,
pay
it was
attention to the movie.
bad.
Stop.
Yeah.
Pay attention to the movie. Stop. Like,
But yeah, the whole third act for me when she's down there and she sees what's going on.
I think I would have to
scene.
go the whole scene with Sarah being chased and then falling into the razor wire and getting her throat cut.
okay.
I'm gonna go with the scene in the bedroom where the invisible witch is sitting there laughing and she fucking kills everybody with one swipe.
Yo, can I just say, so the friend that came in like a ghost in that scene that Scoops was talking about, the one that was dead on the table, she had like the
Yeah.
tacks in her eyes. Bob, you've seen Janie, and maybe you guys have too. Bro, I think she could cosplay as that character. Like,
Oh,
straight up,
yes.
dude. Like, if you've
Janie-
seen her Freddy photos
Yeah.
that she's put up on 13 and that Joe's put up on 13 Gallows Lane in the last couple days, dude, like that shit, I feel like she could just pull off that look. I don't know how you do fake needles on your fucking eyes, like, but like obviously, like the gown and the fucking all the cuts and shit, dude, like look dope as fuck. Yes, you, Janie. No, the other fucking Janie that's been in the chat the whole time.
Yeah, no, you ding dong.
Yeah, so like,
Why
why
I haven't
did
seen the photos. I'm gonna go look.
Oh,
I can't figure out though why at the end why the invisible witch suddenly became like visible.
like she had her predator chic like shown.
Yeah, what
'cause,
was
like,
up with that?
I think it was the lightning. The lightning like refracted against her light.
Her against her witchy.
I don't fucking
invisible cloak of invisibility from Harry Potter. That's where they got it from.
I'm gonna say for best scene for me is the opening scene of that girl getting chased and then smashed into window with hairy arm like that. I don't know. That scene was cool because I thought and that was like the only time I actually had different music in the whole movie was that one scene. I don't know why. It was cool. It had a little bit more guitar riffs going on. Go over to the 13 Gallows Lane there, Brody. Joe, you better shout us out, you son of a bitch. Speaking of which, random shout out. You guys can catch us on Instagram now.
Yeah.
Podcast.
Yes. When we're not banned.
When it works.
Hey, we're not banned anymore.
Yeah,
so we just gotta be very careful. We got our pee-pee slapped in our first week opening it.
Real quick, Janie, if he's your pimp, I'm not paying him for when we do our shoots, so fuck off.
Well, Joe only accepts payment.
Joe doesn't get payment from me. He just gets a look and he's like, go for it.
Joe accepts payment in giving blowjobs and receiving hugs. Maybe
he gets a hug. He gets a hug. That's about as far as I'm willing to go.
Mouth hugs. Very nice.
No,
it always starts with a hug
on the penis. Anyways, opening scene, did it hook you in?
Actually, yes.
Yeah.
Big crazy rainy airport music. Yeah, that's fine. That's fair.
Yeah, but it did.
I like the music. I like the color grading right off the get go. You're like, okay. By the second hour of it, you're like, okay.
Mouth hugs.
Got this.
That's what I know.
Attractive character of 1977
friend.
No,
the redhead.
Yes.
I mean, dude, the main chick's really cute though.
The main chick.
She was like innocently cute. I like the other one because she looked like she had some miles on her, and I like that.
God damn it! Why do you gotta be right, Scoob?
I'm honestly trying to remember.
No, I'm gonna go with. I still got to go with the main chick, dude, because it was her big doughy eyes that did.
I agree.
Like
main chick
for that shit.
I could say something else, but you said big doughy eyes, and
yeah,
you know where I'm going.
Oh, I'm sorry. All right, I'm getting yelled at in the chat.
You know where
let
I'm
me shout out at Glow Ghost. Go check it out. There you go. Stop giving me shit. Anyways, so we all said most. Did the score set the mood
for a comedy?
One song over and over.
There was two. I feel like there was two. There was the Chattahoochee, and then there was the other one where the
what kind of music were we going for here? What kind of mood were we?
I mean, it did. I just wish there would have been more.
Right, a little bit more diversity, or just not so much use of the same ones.
Yeah,
I agree.
Even if, I don't know. I like that intro song, but by like the fourth time you hear it, and you're only like not even in the second act of the movie, like, I don't know. All right, can we even do best song?
No,
I don't think there was one.
Far, no.
All right, so flip that shit over. Favorite character of Suspiria.
The main character. I mean,
she got kind of badass at the end. She was just like, yeah, fuck this shit.
I don't really have a favorite, but yeah, the main girl. I can't think of anybody else who stood out.
I'll have to go. I have to agree. It's
the blind guy. I guess he was cool. He called that chick a bitch right off. So
yeah,
I was like, good. He said what we were all fucking thinking. Yeah, that's a tough one because really, like, the only real likable character is kind of the main one. The friend's nice, but she's not nice enough to where I feel like you ever get any background story that you give two shits about. You know what I mean? Like. Yeah. Oh, your name started with S? That means you're a snake.
I was offended by that.
Yeah. Why Scoobs? Why Scuba Steve?
Yeah, I know, right?
Steve. Yeah. All righty. Was it scary?
No.
No.
No. Not at all.
Was it colorful? Yes.
Yeah.
Can't say that. I mean, if we compared this to color palettes of like, let's say 2000 to 2010 films, you know what I mean? Like,
That's
this
a
is
different
like
story.
This is a smorgasbord of color.
Yeah.
You're gonna be full for days. Oh no, my phone cut out. Where are we at, gentlemen?
We are on Does It Hold Up Today?
No.
Nope. This is my first vibe, and I'm gonna have to say no. And for reason that they made a remake, which I know sometimes doesn't need to happen. Maybe this one did.
I think it did.
Like I said, never seen the remake. Kind of still want to. Not sure why.
I want to know if the remake has titties.
Yeah, that wasn't even a thought of mine. I just
because
wanted to know if it was
the girl that's in it was from the 50 Shades movies, and she showed them a lot in those, I guess.
Never saw them. So
me neither. But
I'm
aware of them. That's all.
I want to show you my man cave.
Wait, hold on, wait. I can tell you right now. I'll just send you a picture because it definitely gets a lot more racy in this one.
Tarantino cried after watching the remake. Quote from Brody Kane. Really?
Like tears of
Heather
joy,
says
or
remake
tears
has
of...
big warning for nudes. All right.
Who's she calling no sleeves?
What?
I said who's
I think Chad was no sleeves because like he wore no sleeves like 2 weeks ago or something. I don't know why he's no sleeves.
What did I say? Who said I had a problem with small boobs? I didn't say I had a problem with small boobs.
I was gonna say I don't remember you saying anything about small boobs. First and foremost, man, we're guys.
Yeah, we're guys.
First of all,
boobs of
we
all
just want to
sizes.
see it. We just want to see them.
Boobs, all sizes, matter.
Yeah.
Deserve to be touched. Deserve to be do whatever.
Titty, bang, bang. Damn right, Brody.
Oh, we haven't heard that in a while.
Titty, bang, bang.
Why? Yeah. Anyways,
stop.
How was the acting?
I would say the main girl. She definitely did well.
It was okay, but what killed it a lot was the voiceovers for me, because we didn't really get their legit acting. You know what I mean? Yeah. Because everything was dubbed over. So, I mean, it's really hard to tell how they acted because we didn't really get that.
All right. That's so fair. For me, for the acting, the reason why it just fell through, he says overdubbed. For me, it's just they're just dialogue in general. Whether overdubbed or not, what comes out of their mouth, it just doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I feel like the only time that, and I was still kind of like I had to rewind it to when she was talking about the headmaster or whatever, when she came into the gym when they were having that weird like sleep in like we used to do at school. And when they're like, what was it? The wheezing head witch came in and fucking slept there. Like I thought it was weird that she would be there though. Like I figured because like the maggots were all kind of part of their own thing. So I don't know. Like I guess I was confused on that too. Who the fuck is talking about feet pics? No,
yeah, the chat is going crazy.
Yeah, like guys,
feet pics. Gross.
No, send them.
No,
host
Steve,
with the ghost.
no.
At host with the ghost.
No,
feet.
I'm just
no.
Feet are gross.
That's always been the age-old question. Fresh out of the shower, would you rather eat the ass or suck the toes?
I know my answer.
Why not both?
I hear the Jeopardy theme going on right now. Like, dude,
why not both?
Scoob's like,
yeah,
what's his name?
Don't kink shame me.
Like,
don't kink shame me.
Scoob's like, what's his name from Chappelle Show? I'll be like, hell yeah, suck toes.
Hell yeah, suck toes.
Welcome to Pop Copy, man. Anyways, all right. So this question here is a doozy because as negative as we've been on this film for this entire podcast, we try to say some positive notes here and there. Gentlemen, did you like the cinematography?
Yes.
Beautiful.
Yes.
It's
fucking
shot absolutely beautiful, photographed wonderfully.
Yes, it was.
Lighting was great, maybe a little too much at some points. Or at, like I said, dude, it just felt so overpowering compared to the story itself.
Yeah.
Yeah, the cinematography should never outshine the story.
Fuck no, dude, and it totally did.
Yes, it did.
It did. To say it did that's an understatement. It's like 100 to 1.
Yeah. So I mean,
shots alone, let's say, like I love the ones of just like following like their heels down the hallway. I love just the random long shots of the hallways. That one house with the blue, and I know you guys know what I'm talking about. They always showed like the lobby with the wraparound staircase kind of thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Was that fucking carpet on the walls? Because it looked fucking weird, dude. It looked like it was like almost like shag carpet on the walls or something.
Furry walls.
Actually,
Yeah, furry walls. Get him to the Greek.
The schnozberries taste like schnoz. No, just why can't I look at the camera? I'm trying to, like, you guys are my audience. I'm trying.
You
to
said
focus.
earlier words are out when you look at the camera.
Good. Now look at it every single time.
That's hilarious.
So does that mean like?
Oh, poor Janie.
So I gotta. So that makes me
okay.
wonder,
Everybody
like,
look in the camera.
Yeah, right. Everybody look. So
look
now,
at the camera.
Janie,
Everybody talking to the camera.
So if we were to meet in person and I
weird.
talked to you directly, like this would freak you the fuck out. You'd be like, "Oh my god, I'm so anxiety ridden." Like, no. All right,
Jane, just imagine the eyes looking at you through a mask.
Now,
it's gonna suck really
right now,
bad.
Brody just got a little closer to the camera because he was like,
Hey, he started licking his phone.
Wait a minute. I'm getting really close here.
Fucking it. Sorry, audio listeners. You
missed out.
Something wrong
You
with
missed
us.
out.
All right. Last
wait,
question.
Johnny, Johnny, wait, you know what this is? Extreme close up.
All right. Did you enjoy the premise?
No.
The premise.
No.
No, the premise I did.
No, the premise was a little too weak. We needed more.
But for what we got, I'm taking the premise. For what
I
it's
don't
worth.
know how we needed more, but there just needed to be something. It was just
you needed way more
missing
witchy shit
something.
going on.
Yes.
Yeah, we needed something
earlier.
More shit explained.
Yes. Or more shit happening that doesn't
Yes.
get explained.
You don't even have to explain it. It just happens. Just like, okay, witchy shit. Cool. Got it. Like, I feel like her recruiting or them recruiting her would have been way better than just like, oh, you're part of this thing. We're gonna just take your energy now or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
But alrighty, gentlemen. We are on Recycle, Rewind, Remake, or Reboot.
Well, it was already remade.
Yeah,
It was already remade.
This?
Once again, we haven't seen the remake, so yeah, I don't know. I've heard mixed reviews on that. I've heard more mixed reviews on the remake than I have the original.
Same. Yeah. That's why I kind of want to see it. I want to judge for myself.
But honestly, I'd recycle.
Sorry, Bob.
I'd recycle.
Recycle? Yeah. You know what? Without seeing the remake, and let's saying it not existing, I would say remake this. Keep the color palette, pull it back a little bit, but give us more story. Give us some more something, a little bit more substance.
And age up the dialogue. You know, don't make it sound like they're kids.
Right. Like, I would have never guessed them for. I mean, you could clearly tell they're 20, but like I said, dude, that weird rat, like the weird stick in the tongue out scene, man, that shit just fucking like, I don't know why that sticks to me, dude. It's just so bad.
Yeah. It was bad.
It was terrible.
But I'm not gonna lie, once again, I would definitely kind of want to watch the remake just to see where it goes or what it did. All right, gentlemen, we're gonna rate this bitch. I already got Brody's in the handy dandy calculator at a 4.8, so it'll swing it a little bit probably here. Bobby, if you could start us off, handsome.
Oh God.
Be honest. Be fair to yourself. Be true.
2.8.
Okay, 2.8. Still above a halfway. That's good. Chad Daddy.
He's reading my mind. That's exactly what I was thinking was a 2.8.
2.8. All right. Handsome man yourself, Mr. Scuba Cabra. Man, he is like he doesn't.
He is ready to burst.
I didn't even answer the last question, and that's fine.
I already know why, because it's recycled straight up, bro. Like,
well, I wasn't even gonna use one of the ones we use. I was gonna say, you remember that scene in Office Space where they just ravage the copier? Ravage it. That's
You're gonna take it out of the field with a baseball bat and some rap music and just go nail. All right, fair enough.
I'm sorry, boss man. I'm sorry, Brody. It just was not for me. I can't. It just does not compute up here. It was too slow for me. I'm giving it a 2.5.
Actually, that's higher than I
Still
thought you were
way
going to
higher
go.
than
Same.
I expected you
Same.
to
I
go.
was thinking
Buck.
1.5.
I was
It's
expecting
because I like my job on this show, so that's why I'm giving it a 2.5.
Oh, yeah.
All right. And honestly, I'm going to go with Scoobs because while I didn't like it in all, I did enjoy some parts. So I feel at least it deserves a mid score of a 2.5. So
Joe, don't threaten me with a good time.
gives us a score of a solid 3 for 1977 Suspiria.
I actually think that's.
You can thank Brody for that because Brody's the one that had the high ball.
Yeah, if he didn't, we would have been in like 2.65.
There it is. There it is.
Yeah, there it is. That's it. We're done.
Oh my god!
You know what?
Later,
Like he
guys.
was just sitting there in disappointment the whole show,
dude.
He was
he's
just sitting there
like
like this. Fuck you guys.
He's like, fuck these fucking assholes. These
No,
dicks.
no,
I've
he was
had them on my
laughing.
network.
He was laughing the whole time because he
Oh.
knows because he disagrees with us on everything.
Oh,
And
absolutely. That's
you know he was sitting, but you know he was taking it in good spirits. He was
Oh,
no, he
I
wasn't
hope.
seething. He was
I
laughing. No, he was laughing.
Oh
I'm gonna
my
make
God.
that
Watch
shirt.
me-
I'm
was
making
laughing.
that
He's like, "You
shirt,
guys
and
are
I'm wearing
idiots."
it next week. Hashtag
This is something we all
cancel
discussed
GNM.
too. Like we are literally digging our graves with this episode here.
I've been digging my grave my whole life. I'm just making it another 6 feet deep.
Oh my goodness gracious! So all right, so there was a 3 for Suspiria. Chad Daddy, what are we doing next week, brother?
Next week, we are doing the follow up to Suspiria with Inferno, the thematic sequel.
Thematic sequel, and this is the one set in New York that you said earlier, correct?
Right.
Yes.
Awesome. All right. I will look up to see where we can find that. And in
Tubi.
Tubi as well.
Already-
All right,
already looked ahead.
Tubi. Fucking A, man. Tubi in for the win. I feel like most of our witch movies are actually on Tubi because I think Lords of Salem is too, dude. All right, gentlemen. So
It's time.
we are here to get nerdy. And
Talk nerdy
Let's,
to me.
let's jump right into it.
Okay, I'm
we're gonna jump
confused
right
here.
into it.
I'm so confused because I was gonna talk about Scream Factory's announcement. Okay, never mind. I found it. Okay, go ahead. Let's talk about the big
All right.
news of the day.
The big thing we already talked about in the chat. So Bobby, go ahead.
Today, the new Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie had its first official trailer. The first one, there was the trailer before it, but this was the first where we actually saw good footage from the movie. We all know the Chainsaw series has had its fair share of ups and downs.
Mm-hmm.
The first one is the masterpiece. The second one is the black sheep of the family. The third one was a reboot that I think could have been. I still think it's still underrated. Still a good movie. The fourth
I still
one
need
is
to watch the third one, dude.
The fourth one is
It's good.
Is an absolute terrible piece of junk.
Fourth was Next Gen, right?
Yes.
Matthew
Yes.
McConaughey.
And then we have the remake, which is
Romper
probably one
Stomper.
of the best remakes within the past 20 years, easily.
Agreed.
And you can't go wrong with that. And Texas Chainsaw, the beginning was a great movie. Like that
Yes,
was
it
my
was.
first. That was my first horror movie in a theater. So that always.
Word.
And then we had Chainsaw 3D, which is a good movie. I'm gonna go for me here. There's a reason why I already like this trailer a little bit more than that. And then we had the prequel Leatherface, and now we have this trailer. And now we have this trailer for the new movie, which is a direct sequel from the original Chainsaw. For me, I it's been a trend for the past few years with that. But I think with this movie, and let's just compare it to Chainsaw 3D, this trailer already gave me more raw, Leatherface unadulterated stuff, Leatherface in glory than we got in 3D, just because I feel the rawness that I want. Chainsaw hasn't been raw since the remake or beginning, and I'm fair to say it. So I want to say I have
get him, cuz
that line ruined that.
Listen, man.
Oh my
God.
I know that, but just
old school Gore and More episode shout out. Go back to the episodes where TJ interviewed Adam Marcus, and you can get the actual legit rundown of how Texas 3D was supposed to fucking go down, until producers literally fucking rubbed their dicks all over it and ruined
literally. And if it came out where it's supposed to be, we better. So for me, this trailer, and it's been oh, people love the trailer, people fucking hate it. It literally is. It's like split the middle, or it's all over the place. I feel this is gonna.
I just don't like the design.
All right, I'm going to that now, and then you can also. I'm sorry, I'm on a rant.
No, you're fine. Go for it, Papa. Go for it.
Well, I feel this is going to be that movie where it's like, oh, we're not sure, and I think it's going to surprise us in a lot of ways. I feel it's going to surprise us. And Steve just said, I don't like the design. Fair enough. I love the design. This is the one time where it's not rotting flesh on his face. This looks fresh. This looks like a peeled fucking skin face on him. Like it looks like he literally just took it and said, I make it because I could go down that line real fucking quick.
But they've done that. They've done that before.
They did it before in the remake.
But yes, that was the one time. Like that remake mask looks like this. Here's the Kemper mask.
I almost want to say I thought he did it in Texas and Chainsaw 3D too, but I could be wrong.
No, I don't think so.
No, that was a much more rotted face.
Yeah, doesn't he make a secondary face by the end of it?
Yeah, but it was a still rotted face. It wasn't.
You know what, man? Say what you want about 3D. My favorite shot of it, and I know it's kind of hokey, but it's when he fucking like is arming up to go out, and he's got his little like fucking like montage of like putting like, and then he opens up that fucking thing, and there's like just a wall arsenal of chainsaws in there. And ties.
Oh, you know,
ties and chainsaws. I love it, dude.
I still think it's a good movie, of course, but I
love Chainsaw 3D. Yeah.
I feel the rawness from this trailer, and I'm like, please. Just let this be the raw movie they've wanted to do.
But I hope it's good. I really, really hope it's good, you know, and I just feel still the mask for me just looks like Harold the Scarecrow from Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark.
That's fine.
Like that's exactly what it looks like to me. I mean, Harold's a little bit more dry and crappy.
I haven't watched Scary Stories yet, so maybe that's what's my saving.
Well, yeah, but did you ever read the books?
Well, of course, dude.
Okay, so the design for Harold the Scarecrow looks exactly the way it does in the movie. So the old drawing of the Scarecrow, like just hanging, I mean, it looks exactly the same in the movie, but the mask, the leather-faced mask just looks way too close to it. I'm talking about the nose, everything, the features.
Is it because he's in a sunflower field / like cornfield kind of look? Does that?
I don't know, man.
It looks like we get more than one mask. So
more than likely, you should always get a new face mid movie. You know what I mean? Like that.
There's only one movie where he doesn't. There's actually two movies he doesn't get a new mask, and that's Chainsaw 2 and Chainsaw 3. It's the same mask throughout the whole movie.
I mean, and I agree with you about the trailer being, you know, very raw. I mean, it's especially that scene where he gets on the bus.
Okay, so I gotta ask you this.
Let's talk about that bus scene.
Yeah, because that shit, awesome as fuck. But I need to ask: does the line come off a little like, when he's like, "Oh, prepare to get canceled"? Does that come off a little too ham? Or like,
I mean, maybe, it does, but it works because that's how society is nowadays.
Exactly. That's why I'm conflicted on it. Like,
my problem with that scene is not that. I feel like it gives away the end of that scene. It shows too much.
Because they should have never showed like the actual action part of that. They should have just left it at, you're gonna get canceled, bro.
And you just hear the chainsaw revving up.
Black screen, chainsaw revving, screams, and you're like, dude, we could have cut.
But I mean, hopefully they're not giving away too much. Hopefully,
that's the biggest problem with trailers sometimes, man. And this being the official second one, I almost didn't want to watch it. My buddy I was showing it to, and he like got 15 seconds into it. He's like, no. He's like, every time I've watched a trailer, it ruins way too fucking much.
I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it regardless. But my biggest gripe with it is, and you know, we talked about in the chat, and a lot of people are probably saying it too, that it looks too much like Halloween 2018. You know, we don't need to see Sally Hardesty pulling a Jamie Lee Curtis into this. I felt like she was more.
Well, I can
like somebody said she should be in some kind of asylum.
Well, which I'm pretty sure that I'm pretty sure she would have spent some time there. And hopefully they'll touch on that she actually has a reason for wanting to go back and get revenge, as opposed to the way they did in Halloween. because I feel like she has that fucking motive. They killed her brother. They killed fucking everybody she was with, and so
I'm kind of hoping they do like a little twist and like this isn't the same Leatherface. Maybe it's his son.
That's what I was thinking. That's exactly what I was thinking.
Just want to know
he looks younger. He doesn't look as old as he should be.
Do we get the random trucker that ran away at the end that just showed up? That one black dude was like,
know.
"Oh fuck this," and I'm out. I want him to come back, dude.
I have a buddy who has done films with him. His name's Ed Gein, I believe.
Shut up.
No. I think that's the trucker's name. Yes. No, that's his stage name. That's his stage name, I believe.
Okay. That makes sense.
I think, dude, I want to say it's him. I'm pretty sure it's him. My buddy Sal has done some movies with him. I don't know that I could pull it out of him to see if he's in the fucking films or not, but I mean, I could ask Sal and say, hey, can you pass it on and see if maybe, give us a little insider.
All right. So real quick, because you said, they're calling back to Halloween 18. But let's just get the breakdown of the character real quick. Sally Hardesty, to me, and this is no offense to the character, and to Marilyn Burns, God rest her soul, she's not a main character throughout the whole series. Laurie is actually still involved in the series. Granted, it's only now these movies, but there's still a lot more history there.
But there's not. Because Halloween Kills erases all of that history that was built. So essentially, there's not.
You mean Halloween 2018?
Or 2018, yeah. Halloween 2018 erases all of that. So there's not that history there anymore. So I get what you're saying because we saw the history there. And for them to just completely be like, nope, none of that happened. It's the same kind of situation.
But
so you can't say...
True, but Sally Hardesty doesn't hold it as much. I'll be honest. She doesn't.
But the only reason Laurie Strode does is because we have seen other films with her that no longer exist in the timeline.
Right. But she also actually fought back too. Even in the original Halloween, she still actually gave him some sort of damage. Sally did nothing to Leatherface.
Yeah, she ran. That was about it.
She ran away.
And maybe that's her motivation.
She ran and screamed.
Maybe that's her motivation. She fucking feels that she needs revenge because she didn't get it and all she did was run.
See, if I was 50 years later and all I did was run, I'd be like, good, I'm happy I did.
TJ said she looks like an indigenous person in the trailer. Call her Run from Saws.
TJ also said, remember that time I had Bobby thinking he never watched Inferno? Hey, you guys remember that time Bobby had us all thinking he watched Behind the Mask?
Yeah. Still owe me that one, Bob.
Damn.
I do.
All right. So obviously we're all excited for Texas Chainsaw, but what else do we got nerdy to talk about, gentlemen?
Okay, today Scream Factory dropped a couple of announcements, a couple titles they got coming out. They have one coming out called Night Creatures. It has Peter Cushing. It's a Hammer film. This is actually the second time they released it, I believe. It says it's an upgrade to the collector's edition, so keep an eye out for that. I don't know much about Night Creatures. I never heard about it. Another big announcement is that they are releasing Wes Craven's Cursed with... Okay, so a lot of people were excited because the description said a never-before-seen cut of the movie, and then people started reading into it and this is the exact same blurb that's on the original DVD release. And enough people brought it up to the fact that Scream Factory themselves replied and said, we're very sorry. This is not the Craven cut. We had to, change our description to match. This is the R and the unrated cuts that were released on DVD before. So still no Craven cut. As far as I know, that cut doesn't exist anymore. I believe the footage is completely destroyed, and it was destroyed on fire from what I've heard. Damn. I don't think we're going to be getting it, and I think this is going to be a huge misstep for Scream Factory because nobody really cares about Cursed enough to buy a collector's edition. They could
seen it personally. It's always one of those ones I wanted to watch, I just never have.
I've seen parts of it. I wasn't impressed. CGI werewolves, nobody that just doesn't go well.
No. Is that the one with
the werewolf flipping somebody off and jumping out a window?
That's the one with Dean in it, isn't it? From Supernatural, or am I thinking of a different?
I think I don't really remember. I know Scott Baio's in it somewhere.
Scott Baio's in it.
Scott Baio's in it.
Yeah. Oh man!
But they're also releasing a Happy Death Day 4K release of Happy Death Day and Happy Death Day to You. It also includes. It comes. There's like a special collector's set that comes with. Hold on a second. An exclusive pin set from Gutter Garbs.
No shit.
Yeah, it's actually pretty neat looking.
Gutter Garbs always got some clutch shit.
Yeah, I've never actually seen any of the Happy Death Day movies, so I'm kind of clueless about that.
I've heard good things, but I've never.
No, they're very fun to watch. But Chad, I got a question for you.
Shoot.
That Craven cut of Cursed.
Mm-hmm.
Do we know what what he wanted on that, or is there any talk of what
it is? It's a completely different movie. It had a lot of the cast was completely different. They recast and reshot the entire movie pretty much. So it had Rick Baker. It had original Rick Baker practical effects, not CGI. It was basically a completely different movie. Like we're talking, yeah.
So, like why? I wonder why. I just want
the studio, man. It's this Weinstein. It's fucking Weinstein's.
The Weinsteins are known for that, so never mind. Yeah,
fuck yeah.
So, like I said, I don't think we'll ever get the Craven cut. It's like the lost footage of Event Horizon. It doesn't exist anymore.
Oh, damn! You can name 10 other movies.
Man, those are sad moments.
Yeah,
go back to our episode on Event Horizon and listen to that.
Yeah,
what we could have had and what we could have been.
What should have been.
You wanted Hellraiser in space. That was Hellraiser in space.
Fucking right, dude.
Oh God.
And what we were supposed to get was just so much more aggressive and yeah, could have been way better. Not that it wasn't bad by any means, but
yeah.
All right, so Chad, I noted you noted earlier that Sony actually was going to or is buying.
No, they
Bungie.
They
did.
Bungie.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
They did buy Bungie for $3.6 billion.
I'm not sure that. The thing is, I'm not sure if that's a good price. Aside from Destiny,
it is, dude.
Aside from Destiny, what have they done?
Halo, and the
only reason they don't have Halo anymore.
No, I know that's 343, and 343 is actually rocking it right now. So,
and I feel that was supposed to be the slap in the face for Microsoft.
It was. They were first and foremost, and I know why they're doing this because I think they're afraid they're going to lose Call of Duty.
Mm-hmm.
And so they're like, we got to have a mainstay on ours that Xbox won't have.
But they've said that they're not restricting Bungie. They're going to keep releasing for all platforms. I think what they want more than anything, from what I've been reading in different forums, is that they want all the technical aspects that Bungie has. All of their basically like it
makes sense. I mean, Bungie's always like their shit is amazing. Don't get me wrong.
They want basically the people that work for it.
What a crazy time we're in right now, dude, with all this like fucking merging and shit, dude. It's insane. Like I'm really because especially with the leaked footages of the GoldenEye picks for the achievements for Xbox, which means Nintendo's finally released their patents after fucking 30 years on goddamn GoldenEye. So I just wonder if like Nintendo would end up like Nintendo always said in the past they would work with Sony, but now it's kind of like they're more friends with Microsoft. So I'm wondering if we'll ever see like a tie over in between systems.
That would be cool.
Bro, if you can get Xbox, dude, if you can get Game Pass on your Switch, bro, it'd be fucking amazing.
I'm gonna be getting the Switch soon.
I don't think the Switch could handle a lot.
It wouldn't. You'd have to get the Switch 2, which is a whole different. Like, dude, I could have a whole podcast on that and what the potentials that could be or where they should go. But other nerd news, we did get. I forgot to even mention this to you guys, but I know you know. We have actual confirmation, Brody. You know that we are getting Mortal Kombat motherfucking 2.
Yeah,
actually made.
Yeah,
and a new writer. And a writer who is on the new was he on the new Moon Knight, and he's also done come on, help me out, guys. I know maybe you know.
I can't remember. I know it was Moon Knight, but I don't remember what else.
God damn. Moon Knight's the newest one he's done, but there's done something that he's actually like that's a couple years old, but fuck dude, I'm brain farting. But either way, I'm very excited. I've already talked to Brody. I feel that him and I could easily make an episode of Fatality just on speculation alone.
Yeah, definitely.
On just honestly, like 45 minutes of who could they get to play as Johnny Cage. That could just be an episode for myself.
I'm telling you, I'd still say the Miz.
The Miz.
I don't like
right swagger.
I'm not going to disagree with you, but at the same time, I just don't want him. But I also don't want like Ryan Reynolds, too old. I love Ryan Reynolds, but just no. Like,
okay, let me ask you this: have you ever watched Ms. and Mrs.?
I don't even know what that is, so no.
That's the Mrs. reality show.
Oh, we lost Bobby. Or where'd he go?
Bobby just kind of switched in and out.
I had to switch to Wi-Fi. Sorry.
Oh, you're fine, bud. I have not. I mean,
watch that and you'll get a better feel for him, and then you'll say, "Yeah, I can really see this guy's Johnny Cage."
I'm just gonna say, like, what's his name that voiced him in the animated movies?
Oh, Joel McHale.
Joel McHale. I don't think he would necessarily
old though. Yeah, but
is it too old too?
Yeah, he's too old. I think Joe McHale's at least in his late 40s, man.
No, you're probably right. I just feel like, dude, like he definitely like embodied Cage especially in the voice, like so well. And the dude is kind of jacked still. You know what I mean?
He did do a real good job, but I agree with the. I think he's too old.
You know, you might be. I feel like even though he's supposed to be a flawed actor, I feel like you still got to find somebody early to mid 30s, is what I'm thinking. Because Sonya's probably late 20s in the newer one. So I feel Cage would have to be around the same age, maybe a little older. But I don't know, man. There's so many.
Speaking of Mortal Kombat, Johnny, I feel so stupid for not knowing you could do this.
Go ahead.
How you can save. I found out how you can save like all your different settings on the arcade 1-up machine. Like when you unlock characters.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know this. All you got to do is rack up like 10 wins.
Right.
Lose so you can put your initials in. And then just wait 30 seconds and reset it. And it holds everything.
What? Really?
Yeah. Swear to God.
That's how you can get smoked and shit in fucking Ultimate MK3. God damn, dude. All right. It's been a minute since I played mine. My fucking one-player joystick's kind of getting sticky, dude. I might actually replace my whole panel set with a better one.
Ooh.
But, well, I want to get one with light-up buttons and shit, dude, because I've seen ones that have got way better reviews on them and everything like that. It's just if I really want to spend the money and do the time on it. But.
Yeah, that sounds like a little labor intensive. I don't.
Yeah. No, it's actually my brother-in-law did it. It's not too bad. It took him about 2 hours.
I mean, I've looked it up how to do it. Dude, when I changed that restrictor gate, it took me longer to unscrew the deck and take everything apart than it did to put that in. And that was simple.
Nice. So sticking with video game movie news, whatever. Halo also just dropped its new trailer and looked fucking amazing, despite Cortana. And yeah. I'm very excited about it. I don't have Paramount Plus, but I'm going to try to find somebody who does. Oh, what up, Steve?
Hey. How's it going, buddy?
They're going to be like, you don't live in Texas. What the fuck? Get out of here. What else we got, gentlemen? Is there anything else nerdy?
So this is just speculation. I don't know if you guys have been watching the Book of Fett.
I have not.
So I'm not going to give away any spoilers, but this last episode was fucking amazing. Probably the best episode that they've given us so far. Boba Fett was not in it at all, but it was hands down probably the best episode that we've gotten so far. And there's a lot of speculation coming up for the next 2 episodes. That's why I wore my "This Is the Way" shirt. You know.
Okay, not to really give too much away. It is basically another episode of The Mandalorian.
Yes, pretty much. But there are rumors that have been pretty spot on when it comes to the Star Wars Disney stuff that's been coming out from sources. And it says that in the next 2 episodes, we will see Luke Skywalker, a somewhat trained Grogu, a young Kylo Ren, Han Solo, and Chewbacca, all coming in to help Boba Fett with what is going on Tatooine right now.
Damn.
I gotta get on this show.
That sounds like a clusterfuck because I just kind of lost half the names you said. So.
Yeah. So we're supposed to be getting a lot of the characters that we know, and we're actually going to see Grogu, Baby Yoda, for those of y'all that don't know, his real name's Grogu, actually have powers and do his thing, and he may have a little lightsaber. Who knows?
Yeah. Oh, I should have said this earlier to keep it with their news. February 9th, for everybody that does or is interested in the new design for the new Texas Chainsaw Massacre, February 9th, Fright Rags is dropping some stuff.
Same thing with Cavity Colors too.
Oh, nice.
Oh, yes. Oh, and Vile Consumption gave us a shout out on Instagram.
Yeah.
So want to shout out to Vile Consumption if you guys want to check out some
Thank
awesome
you.
comic horror
Yes.
mashups. Fucking great.
And
hopefully he finds some time to do our commission, because that would be fucking awesome.
Hell yeah,
dude.
it would.
I've been going through his page and just spamming some of the ones. Like, I mean, I love pretty much all of his art, dude.
You're gonna
But
have to
obviously-
forward me forward it to. I haven't seen any of his.
It's in
his
the Gore
website.
more. It's in the Gore more stories, dude. I just put it in there today.
Nice.
You saw his stuff. You saw his stuff when we were at the con.
Yeah, I want to see his page. I haven't.
Oh,
I
okay.
didn't get a
Yep.
card or anything from him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go to the @Gore More podcast on Instagram and check our stories, and you can go race from there.
Yeah, buddy.
Do it.
Boom. All right. Anything else nerdy, gentlemen, before we wrap this bitch up?
Just keep your eyes out for the Ghostbusters Ultimate Collection set that comes out tomorrow with the 4K.
It's already been out, dude. People have been getting it all week. So
Yeah,
if you already pre-ordered it, you might have already
pre-ordered.
gotten it.
The pre-orders are out, and people are already selling it for about $200 on eBay.
Yeah, fuck
Wow.
them people. They're
Yeah,
idiots, dude. I
they
hate
are
scalpers.
idiots
Fuck
because
them.
it's going to be everywhere. It's not
Yeah.
a limited release.
No.
Yeah.
And it
no.
looks cool. It looks cool as fuck. I like that it's got lights on the inside and everything like
Oh,
that.
I'm getting it. I will.
I'm getting that. Yeah, I have
I
to get that.
I got $100 from my mother-in-law for Christmas. It's burning a hole in my pocket. That's what I'm
Yeah.
There you go.
I do have one
Nice.
more. Just because you were talking about Halo. So I don't know if
Yeah,
you've
yeah.
ever heard of Bat in the Sun.
Of course.
Okay, I just saw it today. I don't know if it
Bro,
was
Superpower Beatdown? Come on, man.
Okay, all right. So I don't know if this is a new one or not, but I saw it today for the first time. They did a Master Chief versus Captain America.
No, that's old as shit, dude. That's like
I haven't
4 or 5 years
haven't
old.
finished
It's awesome
it,
though.
but it was pretty dope. From
It
what
didn't
I saw so
end
far.
how I wanted it to end, but I still liked it. I will say that. I love their Superpower Beatdowns. Most of the time, I am very happy with their endings, except, and this might cause some, dude. I'm just pissing TJ off right all night, dude. I would argue, and they did do 2 different alternate endings because
bring it, because you're not about to piss him off. You're gonna piss me off too. Let's go.
No, fuck you, dude. White Ranger would not beat
Okay, never
Scorpion.
mind.
Fuck off.
Wrong one. Okay, wrong one.
Oh, why?
Okay.
Where'd you think I was going?
I
with?
thought you were going somewhere else. Never mind.
Oh no, the one where they had the White Ranger fight Scorpion and White Ranger beat Scorpion. I'm like, fuck
yeah,
off.
that wouldn't
No
have
way,
happened.
dude.
Yeah, that would never have happened. Sorry,
Like,
sorry, boss.
I
We
love
already pissed you
Tommy.
off enough,
I
so
love
whatever.
Tommy. I love the White Ranger. Don't get me fucking wrong. That's
I don't know why I was
thinking.
thinking Death Battle.
Oh yeah, those are way different. I don't.
Yeah,
I never
yeah.
got
I was
into the
thinking Death
so
Battle.
much.
The Superman versus Goku. That's like my.
Dude, that's like the ultimate nerd fucking. That doesn't end. There's no point of starting that debate because it just stops. It just doesn't stop.
Well, yeah,
it just
because Superman wins every time.
Well, yeah.
What's that?
I said, well, yeah, because Superman wins every time.
Well, yeah, if you go like the one where he goes into the sun for
Nope,
like
you don't even have to. You don't have to do that. You don't even have to go there. Superman wins every time, regardless of if it doesn't matter. Superman wins every time. Superman is as strong as he needs to be every time.
He's not wrong. Go read the Injustice comics.
Yep.
Fuck yeah, dude. So good. So good. All righty, gentlemen. So shall we wrap this biatch up?
Sounds good.
Let's wrap it up.
Alrighty.
It's Betty by time.
So Scuba, if you want to start us off, we'll go counterclockwise and
all right. Yeah. I am your host with the ghost, the prince of the paranormal, the duke of the dead, Lord Scuba Cabra, saying, see me this Friday on Somewhat Supernatural.
Ooh, new episode.
This is your Kill Machine, Bobby and Moan, saying a new episode of The Machine Shop is going to be made tomorrow afternoon, featuring someone in our comments who we've talked about. See if you can figure it out. Talk to you next week.
This is your Dark Lord of Knowledge, your Chad Daddy, saying, I got nothing else going on besides this show. So,
Chad, there's someone behind you.
Okay, cool.
Spooky ghost.
You're lying because you said you wouldn't tell me.
Yeah, right.
So I'll see you next week, bitches.
Oh, and I am your Fluff Master Supreme. I am not currently on any other shows, but there are things a brewing. But I'll be here next week with these homies to talk. What was that, Chad Daddy? Inferno.
Sadly, not Disco Inferno.
Turn, baby, burn.
We're gonna have to play Disco Inferno. You know, we have
fucking
to.
right, dude. That's gonna be our call out. But
let's watch Towering Inferno instead.
I watched the wrong movie.
All right, Gorehounds. Thank you once again for tuning in to Goremore. And I gotta say, stay fresh, cheese bags.
Yeah.